Yes. Folks, welcome back. My name is Rudy. You're watching Alpha Investments. Do you know why we have the Gem Keeper mat out? It's not because of Dante's Inferno. It's not because of Holodesh Invention box, which is so long ago. That's 5 years ago. None of you watching even remember anything about that. That was an entire 9 month to a year process. It's because we are about 60 days away until the world famous launch of the first Gem Keeper piece of gear. Are you excited? Do you see how I came out? I just popped out 2 more notches. So today my patron, Netling Enterprises. I know all my patrons have these like big businesses and I need to work for them. We're doing 2 boxes of Uprising. It's been a while and I picked out this particular box because of this. We got a little crinkly corner right there. See that crinkly corner? That means we're going to have some good value. That is what I'm hoping for. I believe that one crinkle corner is going to make this patron not lose 99% of his money. That is my theory. That is my theory of how this is going to go. Let's see if I can... Ooh, that actually looks kind of neat. Let's just go like that, right over my face. So folks, sit back, relax. And yes, I'm very proud to say that the Gem Keeper updates are getting pretty close. And I've been waiting a long time. It's been exciting. Not much drama and news, but you know, I've been waiting. And it's been, I haven't done Uprising openings in a while either. You gotta remember the pack order here. So it's common, let's see here, 3 commons, equipment. Okay, so 3 commons, your gear, first rare, second rare, and then foil commons. We'll put our foils at the top, foil common. And then if I recall, this was the one too with the marvels and things in the back. So it's been a while since I've done this opening, but I'm trying to remember the exact order. I think it was something along those lines. So let's talk about the state of Flesh and Blood. We've been talking about Weiss and MetaZoo and everything out there. I guess, oh, okay. Well, I guess there's our Marvel. We'll come back to that. Yeah, so let's talk about the state of this. So Flesh and Blood is doing incredibly well. Like, I mean, when you're seeing upticks in prices on literally like unlimited edition WTR Art Crew, unlimited, that shows that people want the cards. And that shows foil rare. That shows what people and players are, well, interested in. Yeah, there she is. Look at that. The old Invoke the Sea. Cold foil marvel. Dang, those are beautiful cards. Now this one is not Invoke the D, but this is not the $100 plus crazy one. But man, that's a nice hit right out of the gate, folks. It's a nice little hit. I told you the little dent in the box. It's the golden rule in the card world. I guess we could just look from the back at the beginning. That is the golden rule at the beginning in the card world. Damaged boxes equal bonuses. We all know this. All right, here we go. Sift. Our first Majestic in case. Let's put you up here. Let's get a little thing. Our first Majestic and a foil common. And then back here, a bunch of nothingness. All right, so anyways, as far as the market goes, even prices, ever since Flesh and Blood Fab 2.0, things have been really stable. I think that's the biggest takeaway, is not really the price increase, but really how much stability has been in the market. That's what's really shocked me. Like, I thought there'd be a lot more volatility, especially last year, with how bad the market was in CCGs across the board. Led by Wizards of the Coast's Hasbro's, well, hello there, beautiful. Led by Wizards of the Coast's disastrous management. I thought we were going to see more spreading and more contagion and more disaster to all CCGs, but, Pokemon is booming. Flesh and Blood is doing really well. Even the MetaZoo boxes aren't even going down. And I mean, even the Weiss sets are showing recovery. Fog Down, Majestic number 2, and a foil Rebellious Rush common. So it's very interesting to see how fast things can change. And, the tighter print runs in 2.0 Fab, the, non-first and unlimited, which I still miss. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of biased to it. But it's been, it's been working. And who am I to judge when it works? I can't say the company and everything, which, again, I was very skeptical on these big changes. I was pretty nervous, like, oh boy. But, it worked. It seems to be working better than I thought it would. And so who the hell am I to, criticize Really? Rise from the Ashes? Oh, I was like, dude, I thought there was the same. That's really different. At least a different pitch. All right. Full rare. Second full rare. But, you know, it's working. So, I mean, there's only so much really I can complain about with that. And I can't believe the prices, how well they're holding. I mean, I still sell Uprising and Everfest to the patrons. And look, I know I'm going to be biased at this, and a lot of people aren't Uprising. A lot of people may not believe what I'm about to say, but there are some pretty solid moments now where I have more patron orders coming in for sealed Flesh and Blood booster boxes or cases than I'm having on many weeks for Magic. And I've never had that in all the years I've been on YouTube. I've never seen anything like that. I've never had on a normal monthly patron list that the average patron order, not the sales and special launches, the regular items that are available all month on the list, I've never had it where, you know, I'm getting weeks now where I'm selling, you know, I don't know, 100 boxes of Flesh and Blood and Magic selling 60. Like, I'm selling, it's crazy. And you know, I don't know what that means long term. I don't know if it's a lot of patrons just trying out Flesh and Blood. I don't know if it's because of a lot of anger from the old Magic 30, Hasbro, Chris Cock, everything going on, and they're just people refuse to buy Magic. So, because there's been an uptick in me selling, there's been an uptick in me selling actual sealed Flesh and Blood, but I haven't, like, it's nothing extreme, but I guess the one way to say it is, I'm surprised at how much of a downtick there's been on sealed Magic selling. I think that's a better way to say it. Does that make more sense? I think it's the downtick of Magic that's more shocking. Because Flesh and Blood is always sold well. It's never really, I mean, even through all the drama and everything that's happened through, like, you know, the Monarch Toa Everfest printing and everything that happened, and it's still always sold well. You know, Phoenix Form, Majestic number 4, foil rare. So, I mean, it's never really had times, like, Flesh and Blood hasn't had a set that's like Boulder's Gate or Dragon's Maze. Does that make sense? We've never experienced something like that. We've experienced, you know, boxes in Flesh and Blood skyrocketing. We've experienced boxes in Flesh and Blood like Monarch tanking. But, God, look at the art, look at the foiling on that. Billowing Mirage, jeez, that's gorgeous. So, you know, but we've never really seen, a complete collapse on a product that literally didn't sell. Like, Monarch collapsed, but it went back to kind of like the original price. That'd be kind of like, how do I say this? Well, I mean, I guess you could call it that. And maybe I should backtrack, because I guess that would be a similarity. Guys, permafrost. Ooh, Flameborn Retribution. So, but recently, it's been shocking. I mean, I can't believe that, you know, Uprising, you know, I mean, Uprising, this set, we already have Dynasty after it, and we're about to have Upsiders. Upsiders, oh my God, it's going to be mean. Hashtag Outsiders coming. And, you know, this set's already a couple sets back. And, you know, people, golly, Aether Hail, look at that. Dang, she's gorgeous. You know, I still get people asking, like, if I pull this product down, which, you know, I probably should be able to keep Uprising on the patron list. I've had it for a long time, just like Everfest. But, you know, I'm down, I think I have a pallet still. But, you know, when that's gone, that may be, I saw the crown. I thought it was cold foil. All right, we got a legendary. Legendary, there it is. We got a legendary crown. It is rainbow foil. It is not cold foil, but dang, look at that card. All right, we got a legendary. Okay, we even got a legendary in this box. Okay, a Marvel cold foil. We did hit a legendary. That's pretty good to me, folks. Not really gonna complain about that. Yeah, there he is, the demon of all Mr. V's, and foil common. Anyways. But I'm just rambling about that. I'm really excited about Outsiders coming up. And yes, I've been waiting a long time, and I know a lot of patrons are. We're excited to have, never mind, just common. I'm really excited about this big Gem Keeper, the Rudy Gem Keeper card, actually having a piece of gear. And by the way, I actually had people send me a picture. There's actually people where, I guess, Ultimate Pit Fight or something. There's actually people playing, and actually won some games playing the Gem Keeper as the hero. I thought that was pretty wild. And I don't know the details of the first piece of gear. The company designed whatever mechanics or whatever the card can actually do. As far as the abilities or whatever costs or activations or way, I don't know the detailed specs of the piece of gear coming. I can tell you though, it is a helmet. It is the helm is the first piece coming this year. So foil common, but I'm not sure what it does. I'm not sure what attributes. I don't know what kind of interactions. I would assume it's going to have some sort of interaction between maybe the PSA graded cards or the different type of abilities of the merchant hero. It'll be interesting to see the detailed Tome of Duplicity. Very nice. And a foil common. All right, folks. So box one with that little dent in the corner turned out to be a pretty good box. That was a pretty solid box, man. I mean, even though the legendary was rainbow instead of cold foil, you know what? Dude, we got a Marvel and we got a legendary. I mean, I don't really know how much you can really ask for a box that's under $100. You know what I'm saying? On the open market, I don't, or okay, but yeah, I mean, it's crazy, you know. I mean, it's not like we're spending, $500 on some crazy Magic the Gathering exotic, one card, one booster pack thing. I mean, that's pretty cool, man. So I think Outsiders, now that the company, burn them all. I love the art on that Majestic. I do think now that Flesh and Blood has a good understanding and a good kind of grasp on the print runs and the sizes and everything, I think they're going to really be able to hone in on that supply and demand. I think they're really going to be able to make sure the market's really stable moving forward. I think they've kind of seen what the market can take and what is considered too much. I know there's chatter also in the Flesh and Blood world regarding the Everfest situation, because that's one of the most common questions I get from patrons is how much longer are you going to be selling Everfest, Rudy? Is the supply 1 million boxes? Is it crazy? I don't believe that to be the case. I don't think the supply is that extreme. I think it's also a side effect of the economic shift in everything. And again, the timing of that product being released. Yes, the print run of that probably is higher. Hey, crack Bible. I mean, I think the print run of that's going to be higher than the print run of maybe like, Dynasty or Outsiders or even Uprising. But I can't, people saying that there's like 500,000 and 1 million boxes of Everfest, I can't, I'm not on board with that. I don't think it's that, I don't think it's that outrageous. Never mind. It's the common one. I saw the conduit, I saw the conduct. Oh man, I got excited. I thought it was a different one, sorry. Ice Wizard, old Netling Enterprises over here, cold foil common. So, honestly, I think I was more excited about the legendary rainbow foil, just the crown. But anyways, I don't think... the reason I'm bringing up the Everfest thing is in the last... Hey, hypothermia. In the last few weeks, I think started a couple weeks ago, I started getting messages from patrons asking about the Everfest Unlimited Edition. And I don't have any information or insights. So I don't know what James, the company, are planning on that. Look at that inflame. That's so neat looking. Foil common. In my opinion, they're probably watching the market. I would assume they watch it like everybody else does, just to keep an eye on everything. And if the market doesn't need Everfest Unlimited, I would assume they're just not going to send it to market. That would be my guess. I mean, I don't know what their plans are, but at the same time, I mean, because there's no way to predict. Because on the other side of the coin, let me paint a picture. What would have happened if in 2023 suddenly, Everfest First Edition was like $300, $400, $500 a box, and people were complaining, and the prices kept moving too quick. I mean, at that point in time, yeah, if it was jumping that quick in less than a year, then yeah, Everfest Unlimited would not only be needed, it'd almost be required. But the fact we're not seeing that right now is probably why, well, you guys, none of us have heard anything about Everfest Unlimited. That's why it's probably not at market. There's no real set release date or anything. I heard rumor that the website was changed. I had 2 patrons send me a message on that. Hey, all that you got. There you go. Oh, there you go. Hey, Majestic Evil Mr. V. There we go. Okay, is that our first? I think it's our first foil Majestic. Is that our first foil Majestic? Yeah, we have not had a foil Majestic yet. Holy crap, that's our very first one. Okay, huh. Anyways, so I've been hearing rumors that maybe it was taken off the website or moved. Then other people were saying, well, it's probably already printed. They're stuck with it. Look, I don't know internally what's been done or what they're doing. There's probably like 2 or 3 people in the world, James and whoever his sidekicks are, that probably have that data. But I don't know if it really matters, because there's no set release date. Or God, the green on that card is amazing. Oh my God. I don't think it matters at this point anymore. I mean, we're moving on here, and you're talking about Everfest. Like, Outsiders is going to come out in like, what, a month? And I mean, dude, okay, so Everfest, you had Uprising, which is this, Dynasty. So you're 3 sets away from this one topic that people are still talking about on that. Ah, yes, Channel the Bleak Expanse. Oh, such a cool looking card. I don't know how much of an impact or how much of that kind of thing is really going to matter a whole lot. I mean, are people in another year from now, when there's 6 Flesh and Blood sets later, are people going to be like, what about Everfest? I think it's becoming less and less relevant. That's kind of my attitude towards it. And I don't know if that's intentional. I don't know if it just, well, time marches forward. You know, I don't know how much that kind of thing matters. You know, I don't think if we get to a point in, 2-3 years from now, and they release an Unlimited Everfest, or they mix it with something else, or, I mean, what if Everfest Unlimited is mixing a variety throwback mystery box or something? What if something different happens? Because people have pitched to me, let me say some of this stuff, okay? So people have pitched to me, Rudy, they already printed 100,000 Everfest Unlimited boxes. And I'm like, okay, and why do you think that? Oh, they had to, the lead times and the demand. Ooh, combustion point. Look at that. Oh, that's a neat looking one. And I'm just like, okay, well, I mean, that's just hearsay. You have no evidence of any of this stuff. And I say, okay, I'll humor you. I'll believe you. Okay, so there's 100,000 Everfest Unlimited that nobody wants. Okay, now what are you getting at? Okay, so never mind. I saw the foil. I thought we had a cold foil again, just common rainbow foil. And I say, okay, so let's say they do. Well, see, eventually that's got to find its way to market, and that'll ruin Everfest forever. I say, okay, well, I would like to believe that you believe that, I believe that, and the company understands that. So I don't think they would do something that's stupid now that we've progressed out of 2021 and the world has kind of stabilized and changed. As we've all understand what's needed and supply and demand, and that's where we're at. Okay, so like, for example, let me paint you a picture. Let's pretend that Flesh and Blood, we only got 2 packs left, and there doesn't seem to be much happening in the second box here. The first box, I told you guys, the dent in the first box really made that first box lucky. Hey, there we go, Rewind Majestic. Not non-foil, but hey, there we go, one of the best Majestics in the set. Cold foil common. But I'm gonna paint you guys some fun pictures. I'm gonna play pretend CEO. I'm gonna pretend that I own the company, and I'm gonna play pretend here, okay? Really, nothing again. Foil common. Anything in the back? Not a bad video. Not a bad. Cold foil common. We did get one Marvel. We did get a legendary. It was rainbow, but still, we got a legendary. Hey, we got an evil Dr. V up there for Majestic. Not a bad video. And we got a rewind at the end. Okay. Well, let me just comment on a few things. Like, if I was CEO of this company, and I already had, let's just say, 69,000 boxes printed, there are more things you can do than just dump it on the market or just burn it in the dumpster. Okay? There's a lot of options in the CCG world to deal with products and different things that are either excess or not enough or unique, or the market conditions change, or maybe something's taboo, or, you could literally, you could take a bunch of Everfest, you could print a new booster pack and another booster. You could literally you could make a mystery booster box, Flesh and Blood remastered, revisited, and you could literally have different booster packs from, Monarch, Tales, Everfest. You could have a block mix. You could have a whole block of mixed different packs. There's so many things that can be done with products. Or, simply put, they can destroy them. It's a tax write-off. I don't know how taxes work in New Zealand. I don't know. Maybe it's different. But it doesn't necessarily have to dump on market. It's not black and white like that. There's shades of choices and directions and context in this world. And in my opinion, based on where we see everything, I feel like Legend Story Studios has a good understanding of the supply and demand right now because of Fab 2.0 with Uprising and Dynasty data. So now with Outsiders coming, And I think, is Outsiders a big set? I think it's going to be a big set. Yeah, I think it's a big one because Dynasty was the smaller supplemental, right? Yeah, Dynasty was a smaller box. And I think they got a good grasp of what sells, what restocks, how it works. So I don't see them just nuking any of these things or printing anything overly done. And they got it. They figured it out now. And I don't see any of these things changing. It's not like they're going to forget how to do it. And I think Outsiders is going to be a same tight release and, restock waves if needed, and that's that. And I think as more and more sets move forward, and there's more and more heroes or classes or add-ons or more cards to add to different decks, and of course, people, PvP, and then PvE, player versus environment, and, all these different things in the future. And then with more products coming, I just think it's going to work. Because the fact that they made it through the boom of 2021, which everybody did, but Flesh and Blood navigated the downturn and crash of 2022 in the CCG market. Okay? Wizards and Has were still on fire. Pokemon navigated it. Hell, MetaZoo cut their print runs, and now they're navigating it, and their prices aren't collapsing on their newest Seance. The white sets with Bushy Road. They've cut the print runs. The supply is substantially lower. Look at the box opening I just did on this channel the other day with the Rascal Does Not Dream. Go on TCG Play, look at the supply difference. Everything is shifted. Except Magic, because they're just morons. But I mean, that's how the world works. People get overly negative and, there's a couple sets. Print run's too high, game's dead. It was just one investor selling back and forth. It's all, nobody played or the same old. I'm like, bro, Flesh and Blood's going to be at almost 10 sets soon for like 4. I mean, is it going to take Flesh and Blood at 20 sets? 30 sets? I mean, you hit a point where it's like, you just got to move on. Things are working out fine. Sure, the Monarch Tales Everfest era was definitely not perfect. But also, to, kind of take a different perspective, to defend the people who made those decisions, even though now we know the decisions were not correct, but to defend them, if most of us were in that situation, and the economy was booming and roaring in 2021, you probably would have made the same decision. I probably would have made the same decision. Most people in those situations would have probably made the same decision based on the data that you were being given at the time. And it's not very often that we have an extreme economic swing that happens really fast that we experienced through the cruel summer of 2022. That's my opinion. So overall, I think too much emphasis is still on this Everfest Unlimited. I didn't mean to make a whole Everfest Unlimited rant in the middle of this Uprising video, but it's something I want to be said, but I didn't think it deserved a whole separate video for one topic. And that's about it. And the more important thing is, where are we headed and where have we been on the last sets and the last 2 sets? And it's all been great. It's been working good. It's been great. I mean, that's all I got today, folks. Good Uprising video. Probably the last one for quite a while. We'll revisit again in a few months. And as always, folks, thanks for watching. I appreciate the kind words, the honor, the privilege to entertain, the support, and have a great day, everybody.